Cruise news time. Well, Carnival is putting a big old shuffle on their upcoming cruises, and I heard from a lot of folks yesterday that they were impacted. There's 4 major cruise ships coming to the U.S., coming to Florida in 2022. Which one would you like to be on? And Crystal Cruises, such a sad story, but there may be a silver lining for the customers. Cruise news. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to La Lido Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news updates, and I'm in Juneau, Alaska. Now, this is actually what it looked like when I was in Juneau, Alaska. I'm in the lovely Mahogany Bay, Roatan, Honduras, and it is a damp and dreary day. So many people in the lobby. I was down there earlier getting some coffee. So many people in the lobby dressed up for a fun and sun beach day, and there is neither, well, there could be fun, but there's definitely not sun. You may remember I took that chairlift all the way over to Mahogany Bay the first time I was here. I don't even remember what ship I was on, but I'll try to find that vlog and leave it linked up here if you really want to see what Mahogany Bay looks like when it's sunny. It's just like raining this way. It's raining sideways. But man, having a really good time on the Sky Princess. Such a beautiful cruise ship. Great time with the Loca fam. We had a great day yesterday. We've been having a daily meetup, which is fun. Part of what we try to do on the cruise ship, daily meetup. Then we all did tea time. And look, the pranksters got me at tea time. This is... let me just roll the footage.
Happy birthday, dear Sancho. Sancho, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday! A towel animal for my birthday. It's not even close to my birthday, but still, I'll take it. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. The best tea time ever.
Made in Mexico.
That's right. There we go.
Massachusetts, Mazatlan.
This is the promise I'm making right here. I will not harm that towel animal they gave us here at tea time. It's a promise to you.
Make a wish.
How about that? I don't know what happened to that towel animal. Pepita. Look, I'm innocent. But yeah, so we had a great time at tea time. Karaoke last night, love and marriage show. A bunch of us met up in the casino, so we're having a great time. The only thing that's weird on the Sky this week is the nightly entertainment. Like, they've only got one production show. Now, what I understand is their full staff of, entertainers are good to go. We saw them all on Sail Away Day, singing and dancing, and but I don't know. So hopefully we're getting one production show later in the week. But it's always kind of weird when your main theater show is just like a single person on stage. So we've had a comedian, we've had a singer-songwriter who was excellent, backed up by the band. But again, a pretty big stage for just that. And then tonight there's a magic show. But the magic show overlaps with the Yes No Game show. So the entertainment a little weird on the Sky Princess this week, but again, that's cruising right now. You got to roll with the punches, and so yeah, it's we're doing that. It's really good. Is that a plane coming in? Look at this plane. Is that in the shot? All right, let's pop that cruise news. I guess the biggest story right now is Carnival made a whole list of changes yesterday. There's a couple things going on. They've got a couple cruise ships that are going away. They've got some cruise ships coming to the U.S. from Australia while we're waiting for Australia to reopen. And so they shifted the whole schedule yesterday. I'm going to give you the list of changes as laid out by Cruise Industry News, one of the premium cruise blogs on the internet. They've done a nice bulleted list of the changes, so shout out to those guys, but that's where this information is coming from. All right, here we go. I'll run through them real quick. The Carnival Elation will move from Port Canaveral to Jacksonville effective April the 23rd, 2022 to October the 13th, 2022. The Carnival Freedom will be moving from Miami to Port Canaveral to pick up the itineraries that were assigned to the Elation effective April the 21st through October 15th, 2022. The Carnival Spirit, that was in Australia, the Carnival Spirit will take over several sailings previously assigned to Carnival Freedom, including the April 17th Carnival Journeys cruise from Miami through the Panama Canal to Seattle. More about that later. Once in Seattle, the Carnival Spirit will operate cruises to Alaska from May through September 2022. These itineraries will be open for sale later today. I think this article is from today. The Carnival Splendor will reposition to Seattle and operate Alaska sailings currently assigned to the Carnival Freedom. So the Splendor coming out of Australia to do Alaska, to do the cruises that are assigned to the Freedom. And then upon completion of the summer season, the Splendor will return to Australia with a new Journeys cruise to Sydney that will be available soon. And then the Carnival Spirit will sail the Carnival Journeys cruise back through the Panama Canal to Miami that was previously assigned to the Carnival Freedom. Whew. So, of course, the big question, were you on any of those ships? Did anything get switched up for you? And to clarify, the article did come out yesterday. What was interesting in this announcement were those Journey cruises. We were looking last night and you couldn't book them, so I don't know if they're available for booking yet or if they just sold out that quick. But I do like the idea of going from Miami through the Panama Canal. What? Through the Panama Canal to Seattle. I think that would be a cool way to end up in Seattle. And I do like the idea of leaving Seattle and going to Sydney, Australia on a cruise ship. So, I don't know. It's really making my bucket list brain go there. I could see going through the canal that way. I think that would be kind of interesting instead of just a journey down to the Panama Canal. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I know for some it was a bummer, and there's other bummer Carnival news out today. It sounds like there's already a couple people that are willing to buy the Sensation and scrap it at the Turkish scrapyard. And so as someone who started cruising on a Carnival Fantasy class ship, every time one of these Fantasy class ships goes away, it's sad, and it sounds like today there might be a buyer for the Sensation. So the time is running short on the Sensation. Cruise news story number 2, and let me go ahead and tease the final cruise news story. I'm going to talk about 4 cruise ships that are coming to the U.S. This year, and I'm interested to know which one that you think is the most important one to sail on, because I'm going to try to sail on at least 3 of them. There's one I might not try to sail on. We'll play that game at the end of the show. But cruise news story number 2, we've been following the saga of Crystal Cruises. Parent company Genting runs out of money. Crystal has no more allowance. I read an article, that's how they referenced it. No more allowance from Genting, and they're done. The staff is gone. The ships are being taken care of by somebody that plans to liquidate them. All the office furniture is gone, that kind of thing. But the silver lining in all this, at least for the Crystal Cruiser customer, is that when they started cruising again, Crystal wanted to make sure that customer confidence was high, and so they brought in credit card companies to hold the money. And so if you were making a credit card deposit on a Crystal cruise, one of the major credit card companies would hold the money and they would not release that money to Crystal Cruises until the cruise went. So that means there is a big pile of money held across multiple credit card companies for the customers that book their cruises with Crystal Cruises. So if you are one of those customers, go to the credit card company that you booked with to get your money back. That's a very positive thing. And then even in scenarios where credit cards aren't holding the money for cruise lines, that's also another route that you can go. If you've worked with a cruise line and you cannot get your money back, you can also use the credit card protections that you have to try to get your money back. So that's another option. But that's, the Crystal's expensive, and there are people that book some really long cruises that were super expensive, and I was worried, are they going to be able to get their money back? It does seem like if you booked with a credit card, you are going to be in good shape and be able to get your money back. You got to continue to follow what's left of Crystal's social media to understand how to go through that process, or again, you can initiate that process with your credit card company. That's exciting. All right, nothing left to do but give you the big 4 ship reveal. And as I've been talking, I realize I'm already booked on 3 of the 4. The 3 of the 4, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out which one. But first, let me invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of our episodes. And there's a couple things going on. We're trying to get to 18 million subscribers this year. It's a big goal. We're dreaming big. We want to see a big old Loca fam. So you can be a part of that number by hitting the subscribe button. But beyond that, I'll tell you what, once we get to 300,000 subscribers, I will stop destroying towel animals. That's my commitment, and I will do that. So your subscription to the channel could save a towel animal eventually. So do it. All right, let's talk about 4 cruise ships that are coming out in 2022 and 3 of them that I have already booked. Big milestone yesterday for the Disney Wish. She just floated out from the shipyard, float out one of those milestones in the shipbuilding process. The dry dock is no longer dry. It gets flooded. The ship is able to float on its own. She hasn't done the sea trials yet, but you have the float out. That's a big milestone. Carnival Celebration also celebrating their float out. So they're at the float out part of the shipbuilding process. Both of those cruise ships will be coming to the United States in 2022, along with the NCL Prima. I'm not sure where Prima is in her milestone process, but I know that Prima will be in the U.S. in 2022. And then finally, Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas making her way to the United States. She's been delivered to Royal Caribbean and getting ready to go on her first cruise. She'll be in Fort Lauderdale on the 20th. We get back from this cruise on the 19th. We get on the Celebrity Apex. So hopefully on the 26th, when I get back from my Apex cruise in Fort Lauderdale, I'll be able to see the Wonder of the Seas. And then just 6 or 7 days later, we will go on that first cruise on the 4th of March. So exciting time. So the question is probably easier than you might have anticipated. Of those 4 cruise ships, the Disney Wish, the Wonder of the Seas, the Prima, the Carnival Celebration, which 3 have I booked a cruise on? Or easily, which one have I not booked a cruise on? Leave a comment below. And then more importantly, which one of those cruise ships, if you could pick just one, which one would you cruise first? That would be a good conversation for the comments. Thank you so much for checking out the show today. So excited to have been able to report to you from sunny Roatan, he says with a sarcastic grin. No, look, thank you for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed it. You can show your support by hitting the like button. And unfortunately, if you don't hit the like button, I have to dole out a punishment. And the punishment for you is that your next scheduled beach day, whether it be at Mahogany Bay, or Perfect Day at Coco Key, or Castaway Key, or anywhere that you love to go that's fun and sun, if you don't hit the like button, it's gonna rain on you. There's a lot of people here that must not have hit the like button somewhere along the way. Don't be one of those. Thank you so much. This is Tony for La Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Or Lido. It depends. Lido? Can we go? Is it Lido, Lido? K-Key? I'm just kidding. It's Lido. See you on the Lido. Bye.